Imagine an erupting volcano colliding with a shark tornado. That's basically the Goodwill bins in a nutshell. In case you live under a rock, the Goodwill bins or Goodwill outlets are these giant warehouses filled with bins of discounted stuff. Most of the time, the bins are filled with just garbage. Sorry, wrong picture. Are filled just with garbage. But every once in a while, you can find those gems. In this video, I'm going to show you how to find the best deals and how not to get killed by the hordes of resellers. Never, ever use a cart at the Goodwill bins because all it will do is just slow you down. Maneuvering a cart at the Goodwill bins is inefficient and slow. All this will end up doing is making you lose out on the best stuff in the bins. Instead of a cart, you should be using a bag just like this. Because 1, they are incredibly mobile, and 2, they hold a ton of stuff. At the Goodwill bins, you pay a flat rate per pound. If everything you're gonna buy is in a shopping cart, you could end up paying for the entire weight of the cart. I know this from personal experience. The first time I went to the bins, I picked up more than 5 pounds of stuff, and yet I had to pay $18 for it, when I should have only paid $5 for everything. Maybe the Goodwill outlets that you go to don't scam you like this, but hey, it's food for thought. Play to your strengths. Always look for specific things in the bins you know are profitable to resell. I always look for specific shoe brands, vintage hats, Legos, and my dad. Seriously, how hard is it to find milk? Basically, I try and find the stuff I can resell quickly with good profit margins and that is not too damaged. Another reason I do this is so I don't get overwhelmed by the literal mountains of stuff at the Goodwill bins. If I looked up everything on eBay in the bins, I would be there for like 50 years. That is why I highly suggest you stick to the things you have experience reselling. Side note, if you found something you think that might be valuable, just put it in the bag. Because if you don't, someone else probably will. Go against the crowd. I know it can be really tempting to join the frenzy of people when they first bring out the new bins, but don't, because it can get ugly fast. What I suggest is to pick through the bins people have overlooked. Since there's just so much stuff there, you would be surprised how often things are overlooked or are just missed. Another reason why I love this strategy is when they roll out the new bins. Everyone's attention is on them, so you have practically zero competition for the old bins. If you're gonna ignore my wisdom and rush the bins anyways, I can't stop you. The only thing I would ask of you is to make sure you have specific things in mind you're looking for. Because if you don't, it is easy to come away empty-handed. What exactly is the best time to go to the bins? First off, I'll tell you when not to go. Try to avoid going on the weekends because there's just way more people, which means way more competition. And the more competition, the less likely you will find those gems. Also, don't go to the bins on a half-off day because it's just gonna be a nightmare, just like my social life. A lot of people I've noticed recommend going to the bins really early, but I disagree because every hour or so they replenish the bins with new stuff. So if you wanted to, you could spend the whole afternoon or even day at the bins because the inventory is constantly replenishing. The best days to go to out of the weekdays are usually Monday or Tuesday. I suggest experimenting to find the best days that work for you. Make sure to be prepared. Always bring a pair of gloves. You never know who or what has been touching this stuff, so it's always a good idea to bring gloves. Side note, if you buy used clothing at the Goodwill bins, always wash them because you don't want to have bed bugs. Another way to be prepared is to have a strategy. A strategy I like to use is to walk around the bins really quickly to find the areas with the best stuff. If you are not prepared with a strategy going into the bins, it's going to make things a lot harder. The Goodwill bins are truly a land of opportunity with discounts beyond your wildest dreams. It can also be a place of overly aggressive people pushing and shoving to buy used Nikes. If you want to watch me navigate the turbulent waters of the Goodwill bins and find hidden treasures, then watch this video. I promise you won't be disappointed like my parents are with me. Just go watch the video.